There we go. Hey, everybody. Okay, there we go. Let's get this started. Okay. 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 Let's... Okay. Uh. Okay. 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 Uh. Okay. Uh. Uh. Okay. Uh, hey, thank you. Uh, if you want to contact me on Discord, I have a channel for that. So I have a link on my website and also on my Twitch for that. But honestly, but honestly, I already have my stream schedule like very visible. It's put into my Twitch thing, and that's linked to my website. If you go to any of my advertising links when I'm not live, it just routes you to that anyways. So, uh, okay. 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 God. There has to be something else. Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's probably what I was missing. Okay. 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 Uh, okay. I'm going to say that. Hello, you Loki. How are you doing? Okay, that is a ban because I believe you are a spam bot. Give me a second and I will report that. Okay. Lights. Okay. Lights. Oh, that. Okay. 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 Hey, Commissar, how you doing? Think of. Okay. Uh. Hmm. Cool. Okay. 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 Hmm. Um. Inner. Okay. Okay. Hmm. 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 Oh wait, you need a diplomatic device, don't you? Okay. 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 Yeah. Mm. Mm. Okay. 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 Hmm. Ooh, that's some good rolls. Got 200s in there. Uh, Despite its uh, 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 cool, has largely declined skill. Now, what was, assuming that the um, good of uh, is accurate, once a large town. Yeah. So call me that you're going home for like a trip or something? large settlement. Um, this, now for mm, known for various forage things, uh uh berries and other forage mushroom berries, game, and other goods that um have okay. Okay. Hmm. They rate as 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 being something uh meditative. Um, due to the so- okay. Okay. Good. Um. Okay. 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 Uh. Hmm. Uh. Various. Various. Hunting. Uh. Maintain. Uh. Things that various. Uh. Well to merchants and uh. Or and to make use um given uh okay, given uh, 10 can remain, you um likely places any such missions would deserve are among the largely reclusive um families that gather in the forests around it. The forests that cover. Okay. 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 Uh. Uh. Okay. A larger group that cover the area. They have always been some divorce from society at large, and they. Okay. They have always been somewhat divorced, Mr. And they would have large being able to avoid um uh avoid broad persecution that um that resulted in the uh so getting in touch um with them is quite difficult. uh Thankfully you do have you have a somewhat reason. Okay. Okay. Mm. Thankfully you have reached sort of wider um one with uh an indirect connection. Lady Kohaku. Kohaku makes a use of some of the um foraged uh foraged uh of the forage they sell, and um in her and having to set up her, having had to assist with her re, uh, re-establishing her supply lines is having had to means that you know a few merchants that carry produce that can be inside that is sourced from Como, the baby. Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, you send off some letters and out to to try and arrange. So try and reach out through your network in order to see if you can get any contacts among uh, the hands, say among the hands that live in those forests. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Find any content that will. Uh, uh, you send off some letters and reach out through your network in order to see contacts that live in those forests. Um. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Uh. 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 Your first few leads run into dead ends. Many of these people have perhaps a single local merchant that deals with transporting their goods to a local. uh, town to be uh, to be sold to a larger caravan, and they only really interact with the wider world perhaps once a year. However, it is the tourism that eventually turns out that turns up something useful. Um, the contact in question is one of the higher end hunting retreats um, with a local what do you call it? The contact in question is one of the higher end hunting retreat. The local family who leases out well maintained properties. Okay. Uh, okay. The contact the locally have well maintained properties deep within the forest. They provide say several of their clans people um act as butchers and chefs to prepare uh, any game in the local styles. Something that apparently appeals to a certain class of merchant. To certain high end merchants. Um, Getting in contact with them is significantly easier, though they are largely interested in having say in a new say in uh, finding a new customer. Um, you think that if you think that if you went there, you would have enough access to them, uh, and and uh, they would be less concerned with trying to get you to rent one of their uh, lodges um, to actually discuss their beliefs. Okay. Hmm. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna adjust that and add seamless service in. Even if networked entities. Actually, no, network entities would apply. Okay. 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 Uh, okay. The cron the chroniclers are the chron is as you invite the chroniclers into the chroniclers are led into the room by one of the A3 models. I'll say one of the A3 minor domos. Okay. 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 The chroniclers are led into the room by one of the A3 minor domos. Um. Uh. So, the scribes wear a simple. What is uh fat uh so more simple light tan robe that is I think that drape say that drapes that drapes loosely over bodies. The waist is inched in by um simple by a simple cord, and each wear uh uh embroider third stall. Actually, hold on. Okay. Where there are reed hats that largely leave their heads dead. They leave their heads okay. 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 Let's see. In it, say in shadow. You do, however, note that unlike the gold bands around rims of the formal wear, these hats are once in-rimmed in undyed. Okay. Let's see. The chroniclers yeah, after the initial pleasantries, the chroniclers ask you about the initial inciting incident, eventually leading back to what you know. What you know of the initial introduction. Okay. 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 The chronicles ask you about the initial inciting incident, eventually leading back to what you know of the initial uh, entry of the kingdom into the coalition, moving against you. Okay. Uh, okay. You shall introduce me against you. You do. Oh, sorry. Um, DFF. No, Wolf. Okay. Uh, uh, you talk about your expansion into um uh Tetsuchimachi, and how and your recent in involvement chronicle existence of the dragon flame forge, and the experimental techniques involve, so, and the um scale, so, and the uh usage of new advanced enchantment techniques in the creation of Umanagi and Uninaga. You reveal the existence of the Dragon's Flame Forge and the usage of new and Chronicle. Keep your reasons for the not much. I've written the first part, which involves tourism in the middle of the Heartlands, and I'm in the middle of writing Action 2. And then we're going to move on to the unknown language stuff, which is that. How are you doing? God, it feels so strange. Keep your reasons for the creed. Oh, that sucks. I know what you say. Yeah, I know. I can't get that feeling. I've been having some weird sleep stuff because I'm trying to shift to a slightly different sleep schedule. I want to fall asleep slightly early. So I'm trying to get more cardio in. So the goal is, okay. So my old schedule used to be wake up, go to the gym, work out, come back, go to, say, work from home, and then stream. But for some reason, a bunch of people have decided that it is the perfect time, so that friggin' October is the perfect time to start getting into shape. So I switched my stream, also my workout times to my lunch break, and that meant I was waking up slightly later, and I was also not getting as much cardio. So now I'm seeing if I can stream. I'm seeing if I can wake up earlier so that I cycle for cardio in the mornings, and then work out at the gym at lunch. And yeah, so my sleep cycle's been kind of screwed lately. Do you work out? Keep the reason for the acquisition of Hatsuchi Machi. You don't feel like touching grass? I realized, so that's half the reason I cycle again. I realized that I hadn't touched grass in like a month. Keep your reasons for that. Tetsuchi Machi in under the situation where the languages go. Ooh. Yeah. I had the distinct advantage of going from quite overweight but mildly active to going into strength training, which means I can currently max out the leg lifts and curls, even if I'm not quite there on the leg press. My upper body is shit though. I think I can only do pull downs at 70 kilos at the moment. I mean, the leg stuff I think is fairly impressive. Yeah. I am also not a gym man. I get the impression that most people who like go to the gym to lift properly are more concerned about that. My main concerns with um, weight stuff is I want to be able to pick things up. Also, I want to be able to do pull-ups again. I used to be able to do them when I was younger, but I can only do the arms in close version now. And I used to be able to do I used to be able to do I used to do parkour as like a little kid, and I can't do that anymore, which sucks. Yeah. I've been trying to get my life back together now that I finally actually have the time to. So, since work isn't like a major driving factor for my life, like it isn't a passion thing for me. So, I've like started streaming. I've gotten back to this. I'm slowly trying to set up a D&D session, which would be for on Fridays. I would run like one shots with any streamers that would be open to it. In like a shared world where it's like a where people can like reprise their characters and stuff. Ooh, can you do it? Now, what traits apply? Do it. Do it. Yes. Anyways. Hold on. Uh. We love lurkers here. Oh yeah, hold on. While I'm trying to think about what traits apply in this situation, I need to author's note a couple of things at the end. Uh, did I say that the assassination was due to? No, not about Omex. Omex has already been clarified, though I might add that in as just like a reference thing. No, I mean like, hold on. No, it was the reply was in the thing, though do need to thread mark it. Um, I should thread mark it under informational. Uh, Omeg policy. Hold on, let me see. I don't remember if I said it was specifically because of Akamaru. Um, I remember I said that there was that the raiding on your caravans was because of Akamaru. I'm fairly certain that let's see. Okay. Assassination starts bleeding. Sohan examined the wound. No. Oh wait, no, I did heavily imply it because I was saying that they were using a mineral poison from the Sky Kingdoms. Yeah. Uh, mineral. Yes, southern parts of Sky Kingdom that further complicates the issue. So, but yeah. Uh, uh, okay. So, I feel like this is something that I'd probably like to clarify. Add that to the notes. And also just need to say a thank you for that because I have as I believe Wentley doesn't drop by the streams. So I am actually I was say really happy that people like this sort of thing. Um uh, um yeah, but yeah. The stream. So what do you call it? The uh actually I guess not. I guess it's not specific. Yeah. Um uh but yeah, I wouldn't say that it's solely because of Akamaru anymore. So much. I do like world building. So this sort of thing is fun. Okay. Uh. Um. Yeah. Expressionist. But yeah, I wouldn't say that the assassinations are like purely because of Akamaru anymore. But no, it's not. He's not really expanding southwards. So the larger kingdoms have more or less stabilized their borders, right? Like as I mentioned with the as I mentioned in like it was a long time ago. I think I mentioned it on stream. Um, I think I mentioned it on stream, but a lot of these larger kingdoms, they claim a lot of land that aren't necessarily like widely accepted to be part of their holdings, right? Like the Force Kingdom might say that this entire peninsula is their land, right? But like a bunch of places like Hirasantoshi and the Wolf Barony would contest that a lot of the border areas of their land actually are like fully administered by the Forest Kingdom. Just like West Sea Country would claim that, like outside of some places that directly border the capital wastes, that like a bunch of the land here is like Western Sea Country, despite the fact that there are local governments that do not directly do not answer to West Sea Country outside of West Sea Country like militarily forcing themselves on the situation, right? And like the Reed cities is probably the Reed cities and the Heartlands are the biggest examples. I'll say are like the counterexample to that, because they aren't actually a major kingdom, right? They are they are a bunch of smaller kingdoms that have agreed to a single. They're basically like an EU style federation, where they've agreed to a single outside facing body that handles dealings with that, and like a unified military force for dealing with a bunch of places like Sea Country or the Sky Kingdoms. They're what you're creating, but like way bigger, right? Because both of these places, like, if you want to scale it to the size of the world, if you want to scale it to the size of the world, this is larger than north. This is like from north to south. This goes from basically the southern border of Canada all the way down to like certain places in Argentina. Yeah, the unlike the unlike the sorry, hold on. Unlike this the mortal courts, which do have like a semi-centralized government due to the fact that you have divided the rulership between like you've divided physical location based representation and economic representation. There is like this weird overlap. Yeah, well, kind of. It's like it's like uh it's like the US. I guess now that I think about it, the US is probably a good example, because the US would likely have say US has a bunch of like corporate, say, industry lobbyists that basically own Congress. So you get economic representation in that way, and then you get state representatives for local stuff. In before you accidentally invent lobbying. Yes, you've created lobbyists in the ancient world. Except for you have also not not implemented separation of church and state, and are desperately trying to fix it by introducing more churches. But the thing about it is, Mayday doesn't actually care about infighting within the homeland. Mayday doesn't care about infighting the homeland. She's like General Winter in that way. If you fight amongst yourselves, you're kind of screwed. But against other people, you are empowered. Or against like a threat to the people. But if it's the people fighting against the people, the threat to the people kind of cancels out. Yes. You are trying to fix it by introducing religious freedom. that that's basically what you're doing with including Hamtenkin. Is the solution to state-sponsored religion is religious freedom by including more state-sponsored religion. Oh god, that's hilarious. Okay, now what is the it's more like you are creating faction. You are subdividing the religious faction by including additional what do you call it, additional you're factionalized, so you're divide and conquering the religious faction in government by introducing competition. Kind of, I guess, yeah, sort of. In it's I guess it's more like you are you are taking the single monolithic religious thing. It's like saying that, imagine if like if so there, so you know how there are theories that Christianity is descended from a form of like proto Sumerianism, where there was apparently like a god in in like the ancient like Fertile Crescent region, that was part of a larger faith that had like a polytheistic leaning, yada 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 yada. So imagine that's true, and the way you defeat, so you prevent Christianity from becoming your entire your the state sponsored. Yes, I understand. Uh, kind of. Yeah, but I don't know if I just accidentally regurgitated some sort of weird conspiracy theory nonsense. It's just like an old theory that I remember from somewhere. Uh, origins as what is it? In Sumerian religion. Okay, so this is the thing that um that I was talking about. I am unable to find any uh this is the thing that I was referring to. I do not know if any of these sources are uh are um, are legitimate, because like I can't find any reference to the original thing. But yeah, so I don't actually know which one it is, but um wait, hold on. Yeah, so if you if you subscribe to that, it would be the idea of like um some say some culture trying to subdivide a particularly Christian, let's say make Rome less religious by introducing a bunch of old gods from the original religion, that say from that Sumerian religion, and trying to revive them as like factionalized things. But it would only work in this setting because the Judge of the Dead oh, that was weird. I don't remember that. Uh, that sounds cool though. I'd have to look into it. But yeah, it would only really work in this situation because the priesthood of the Judge of the Dead recognizes that their deity is part of a larger pantheon. So it's like saying, hey, yeah, I would need to look into it, but yeah, like it's like saying, okay, hey, I don't even know. There's no equivalent to it in the modern era, because it's like, what there is no equivalent to um the general faith. So, like, because the reason why the faith survived in during the reign of the Empress is the Empress still believes in. Say, the Empress doesn't even believe; she knows that the gods exist. So, in that sense, she still wants to be. Say, she still wanted to be. Say, to be interred properly under the auspices of the God of the Dead, sorry, of the Judge of the Dead, so that in the case that she does pass, which she knew that none of her rituals would make her like truly immortal. They would only make her like longer lived and harder to kill. And realistically, the harder to kill part was just because she was like she was a better fighter, right? It wasn't like she had any specific immunity to dying. It was just she healed faster, was harder to she was more durable, and she was less likely. Say she was more likely to kill whoever was trying to kill her, right? She knew she wasn't specifically trying to do like um she wasn't like specifically trying to bind her soul to the material world or anything. She was just like, I like living, I want to do that. um so in that sense in that sense she still to a certain extent was like, at least according to the astral gods, or whatever I call them, um like that level of the pantheon, she wasn't she wasn't like a quote unquote sinner in this religion. She was she was an awful person, but she wasn't inherently evil, right? Like her like her the negative parts of her life were not more inherently evil than any other like conquering yeah. So like according to the astral deities, her acts were not inherently worse than any other state forming state forming ruler, right? Anybody who tried to carve out a country for themselves. She just was much better at it, and therefore carved out an entire continent for herself. But outside of the political mess of she screwed over the worship of a bunch of other gods and that kind of thing, uh, her actual things was she did a she it was the equivalent of she was the worst politician of all time, but she was still a politician. She wasn't like a genocidal maniac that like went out of her way to torture a whole went out of her way to torture people for fun. Everything she did was within the bounds of, I want to be a more powerful ruler and magician. So in that sense, everything she did is still within the bounds of a not particularly good, like somewhat amoral person would see the would make that decision given that scenario. But it isn't like, oh, I'm going to specifically go torture helpless people because it gets my rocks off or something, right? That's not her situation. Her situation was increasing escalation of, ooh, that's a way to become more powerful, and I'm gonna go do that. Which is bad, but it's like the difference between bad and evil, right? There's like a point in there somewhere where you go from, I'm doing bad things because it benefits me, and I'm doing bad things because I enjoy it. And that's like, she never crossed that line. unless you count like having a bunch of people hired to be servants in the palace that all look good, and she basically treated them like her harem. But at the same time, everybody who was hired to work in the palace knew that was the case when they say when they ended up in that situation, right? She had an entire continent's worth of people to source beautiful willing beautiful willing servants from. So there's a bit of a gray area there in that she's uh she's obviously not say she's obviously taking advantage of her position as the empress to do stuff that might be seen as kind of sketchy, but at the same time, everybody knew what they were getting into, and they could just leave before it gets to that point. Obviously, if someone kind of just skipped out on her while there was something going on, that would kind of be weird, but that also kind of didn't happen. So, eh. It's a weird thing in that she is definitely a terrible person, right? But she is terrible in the same way that hey Akira, Olivia, but but she's terrible in the sense of she is uh she is like uh she's like Alexander. She's like Genghis Khan writ large or something. Yes. You say the spirits of my forest have informed me of your presence. But yes. But yeah, that's sort of that's kind of the framework you need to put the Empress in, is that she was dedicated to growing her own personal power and dominion, and did things to advance that, and didn't particularly care about other people. But she also didn't. I mean, it's less. I mean, it depends on how you define girl boss, right? she was not inherently worse than any other than any other distant, like any Roman emperor, right? She was not inherently worse than any Roman emperor. Let's put it that way. So, like, she was not inherently worse than the average Roman emperor. She was just operating on the scale of the size of a continent, which obviously makes things kind of terrible. So yeah. So that's sort of the whole situation with that. Is there any other trait that would apply here other than obviously Azali's sleepless nights? That does definitely apply. True representation mainly works with people, but I guess we could specifically talk about people in an art in order to trigger that. Let's go with this. But yeah, so Akira Olivia, how'd you find me? I do like to learn about this kind of thing. Yeah, it's like so you have a person who knows. So you have an illiterate Mycenaean Greek who can speak the language, and you have also taught them English, but like they learn. So you've somehow implanted the language of, say, the understanding of the language of English into them. That's basically how it would work. Anyways, the connections, diplomatic actions where merchants, politicians of middle rank or higher. Eight dice. That's what I was doing next. Uh, 500. Accidentally hit. The language you said the language you are able to speak does have its limitations. While you are able to convey basic is a strange gap in the level of specificity you can achieve. While you are able to describe people in a number describing physical traits in any manner is quite difficult. Yep. So yeah, the language seems to be this language also seems to have also quite difficult to transcribe, having a number of signs do not align with the common writing of simple words. So the exact grammatical are also difficult to parse, since in different contexts entire words seem to appear and disappear even when attempting to convey seemingly related ideas. the closest you can imagine it to be is if somehow properties of belonging to something are considered so that used to be is if a certain that is if improper noun structure does not truly exist, merely some means of grouping classes of proper nouns through various generalizing attributes. Virtually, so describing a specific tree is much simpler than describing general concept of a tree, which is quite the challenge to wrap your head around. It doesn't help that for a short time after experiment this way, your language, so your regular also becomes as you adjust you can't hear the weird noises I'm making. Irrelevant. Let's see. Can I make you hear this? Okay, that kind of worked. Example actions. Hunt down some given some of the records you know that C country needs, so the C country exists. The C country's navy is as developed as it is due to a constant uh, pressure from the west. Perhaps they have scholars more adept at handling strangers. Such a strange language. With the evidence uh, surrounding. Sorry. Oh wait, I need to roll my dice. 1 second. We have dice to roll. Let's see what the knucklebones have in store for you today. Just make it good. Ooh. It is late at night, during one of your it is late at night during one of your sessions to document the language that you are interrupting. The retainer apparently managed to catch the assassin attempting to sneak back into the castle, but was not able to apprehend him. When the puppet began to close in, immediately spotted, and the figure disappear into the town. You have discovered a weakness that the assassin was apparently able to discover in your the assassin has erred and allowed you to find out about a possible hole he has discovered in your security. While Chudeng is able to detect people by their breath. It is quite difficult for him to differentiate a so it is to pick out a specific individual among among crowd of others. The assassin likely felt forced to attack earlier than normal in order to be able to take advantage of the crowds that were exiting the advantage of crowds that were return is actually is in the early evening, returning from their work in order lose the defender said the lose your guard. You aren't sure how to close this hole, but it seems like at least for the moment your other contingency, so your other measures have proven sufficient to prevent an actual incident. Okay. And hey Nerm, do you think that this is reasonable given Chudeng's stated capabilities? I think this falls within the realm of what he's been stated to be able to do. Yeah. And then we need to we need to do while you cannot leave, investigate. Yeah, especially if like this is in a crowd with a few other people. Yeah. Yes. Well, so yeah. We have a name for the guy, right? Ryomaru. Well, you cannot leave to investigate. Homo baby. Yourself. You can send Ryomaru in your place. He. Let's say, given his apprenticeship under Madame Kohaku, exposure to rare ingredients and new forms. Cooking may be useful even outside of the search into taking followers. I did spell Huntenkin correctly, right? I did spell that correctly. Okay. Label BB code, grab that, open up Word, run a spell check. Ignore all hits. Aegis declined. Ignore all reclusive, somewhat acquired. There. All initial incident, initial. Ignore all. Ignore all, ignore all, ignore all. Ignore all, ignore all. It's ignore all. Grammatical. Disappear. Assassin. Disappeared. Lose. Ignore all. Ignore all. Ignore all. Ignore all. Good. X. Close. Don't save. And open voting. I did include the travel destinations and post reply. Hey, right on schedule, 2 hours. Oh wait, no, I did forget one thing. I need to add the let me copy that into here. So that it's added to your list of ongoing goals. And that should be that. And we can work on the other project. New file. Sample data.js. We're gonna say var sample data is equal to so if I look up net Python page. Okay. Okay, so let's set up a Python virtual environment. Python dash mven. Test.py. Okay, what's called NLTK. Tests.py. Yeah, we're in the Vim version. Pip, uh, good, successfully activated. Pip install. Uh, Pip install NLTK. NLTK. Okay. Yep, NLTK is here. Good, it's in the Venv. Virtual environments are annoying. Uh, okay. Uh, oh, check. We. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Include. Price import. NLTK. From NLTK dot corpus import net. Sins word net dot sins. That's oh. Give it a second. Oh, god damn it, why does it? Game. Uh, the, okay. 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 Do we have do you have examples? Uh okay. 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 Since 0 dot. Okay. Ah. Okay. Hmm. Okay. How to get uh element. So sin set structure. Python. Okay. Uh hmm. Okay, I need to break down how I think about this more, so okay. 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 Oh wait, no, I need to switch over to okay. Okay. So we need to break out. So a word has so a word so, okay, so a word has definitions. For each definition, it has synonyms and antonyms. Right? Should also have relations. Uh, okay. Okay. Uh, okay. So anyway, so a word needs to have definitions. Word definitions, synonyms, antonyms, relations. Okay. Uh, okay. 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 The word definition. I know I did this on stream a while back. I can't find whatever I did on stream a while back. Okay. It was like some weird ass JSON. Hold on, I think I might know where that is. Found it. Found it. Okay, so version. So okay, so I need to have has aliases. Has synonyms, antonyms, and relations. I guess. So this should be IDs of other words that are functionally identical. Uh, uh, okay. uh, so, for some ID, okay, so ID definitions alias. Uh, uh, sorry. Plain text string type. Uh, noun, verb, adjective. As say etc. As an enum. Okay. 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 Hmm. Okay. IDs of words that are sufficiently similar given. Uh, from okay. Okay. Zero. Okay. Okay. These are different uh different grammatical slash re list of plain text. Okay. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. I can just map those separately. Uh, grammatical. Okay. I can use, so I can do the reverse mapping thing. Uh, okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Versions of the words that are highly semantically similar. Sufficiently similar uh, to a specific. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Uh. Okay. Solution to a particular. Um. Plain text. Hmm. Plain text definition of a specific of definition Um, definition. Definition. For the general. Okay, actually, I think I might need to do it this way, right? So we're gonna do definitions. For each sufficiently similar grammatical variant of a specific word. Hey Temtenth, how you doing? Good. I'm currently working on my project. So I'm trying to develop a module that'll make it really easy to develop RPG games. Basically, when you're making RPG games, usually you've got an idea of the main plot and like the characters that are involved in the main plot, which makes writing those characters relatively easy. But like for arbitrary NPCs and stuff, it can get kind of annoying if you want to do like any level of depth, since there are a lot of them and you may not have like a specific thing. Ooh. But yeah, so I'm trying to create a system that will make it super easy to do a broad span of similar print yeah, so they can't be the same. For S. List can't be. Keep forgetting to. Okay, so S for S ins 1 if S in. Okay. Println. Sure. What are you looking for? Like, what are the two options? Let's start with that. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look at these. So art mini quest, which is saying, Okay, so this is like making game assets. This isn't about making a game. This is about making assets for that could be used in a future game, right? And this is for procedural generation, which is this is about making a game. Say, this also isn't specifically making a game. This is about making something that makes other things. So it could be like procedural map generation. Like it creates an art map that does procedural generation, right? So you could do a thing where instead of creating a full game, it's just like a map and it places things and creates like towns on that map, right? No, don't worry about it. But yeah, those are just like two different things. Um, so for each sufficiently similar grammatical variant of the word, um, uh, spelling, type enum, noun slash verb slash adjective. Okay. IDs of words that are sufficiently dissimilar. Okay. Moby corpus. Hmm. Try doing that. Is it downloading to like a weird ass location? Hmm. So it's in util.py wget. What's wrong with this? Is this an issue with wget? Okay, hold on. So let's see. So util.py in download, which is here. Download is corpus name. Okay, let's. Okay. What is wrong with this? Okay, so it says in standard in. So first file you tell in download, which says, hey, download the files. Then say, um, try and download the files. Then try and use wget to download it, right? And then wget.py has a weird issue where it's saying that, hey, um, subpark.replace. Try that. Yeah, that's a string, right? I don't know. What's this weird bit at the front here? Print. The open is on. Trace back 50. As far as I can tell, the issue is that there's this weird ass question mark in here. Okay, so yeah, here. The hell's the hell's okay, what is this? What are you? Okay. First is here, then it's here, then it's here. Complaints here. Ooh. What did you find? Uh, let's take a look at this. Oh, sorry for the flashbang. I don't know why it's not. There we go. Derf is rules light dungeon fantasy tabletop game, TTRPG, free to do that. Make whatever you want. It's tangentially related to Derf. I'm assuming you know what Derf is. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. Okay, so you have to do something to festivities surrounding Derf. Um. Okay, so let's figure out what Derf is first. Right. So we've got Derf. It seems to be. This is the rules. I'm assuming that it's. So yeah, the idea is that you have this, which is talking about this, talking about this. So it looks like what you need to do is study what this is, study Derf, uh, and then create some materials as associated with it, which seems fairly reasonable. And then it goes to here, OS path join, corpus path, which is that, and corpus name. Can I print Corpus paw. Can I do that at least? Yeah, it is a tabletop game. They are selling it here. So they're selling it on that page. And yeah, looks like fun. Oldfish. Is it not letting me print stuff? Oh, that's annoying. Uh, okay, print corpus name, print subpath. Print corpus name has resulted in it going to subpath, which goes in a print subpath, which is complaining that so strange. Uh, what? So confused by this. So, wordless corpus reader, we have this. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, okay. Okay. So strange. So if I do this, it gives me all of this stuff. Oh, a lot of this is just not useful. Ugh. This is kind of useful, kind of useful. This just is like, this isn't even a synonym for test. That's just IQ, which has nothing, which isn't a test. Yeah, that's weird. Uh, okay. Just a mess. Okay. What is... That is... That is so strange. You know what? I can't think anymore about this. Brain's completely fogged over. I just realized that a bunch of my work is completely pointless and I need to think about this more clearly. Though I do have a couple of new words that I need to include. Hyponyms. Hypernyms. Okay. Uh, uh, Loss. Members. List of IDs for words with that belong to the same set of superset of things. Okay. Um. Okay. 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 Uh. List IDs for words that actually list of IDs for words that are uh, the hell's a Mercenary? Okay. 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 Uh. Okay. 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 Uh. Let's see. That are uh that sets belong. Okay. Okay. Uh. 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 That are refers to the names of classes of things that the word belongs in. Okay. 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 We don't bother about hypernyms. Uh, sorry. List of word pairs referring to Uh, uh, okay. 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 Uh, 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 okay. Hmm. Okay. Uh, list of word pairs referring to how a specific definition relates to a superset. So to a more generic word. Um, uh, for mm, uh, examples for so for the word, so for the concept regnant are given this the source word monarch, the modifier female. Okay. 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 Uh. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, lower. Okay. Uh. Wikimedia corpus. Wikipedia corpus license. Okay, let's see. What is the license for this? Okay, share remix. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I think, okay, so that's one thing, sure. So then we're going to need to create a word set, get a couple of corpora corpuses. We need individual word, so we need get all plain text, sort words by okay. Okay. Sort words, so split words by spaces. Uh, sorry. Okay. Split by sentences. Get rid of hunk. Split text by words. Sorry. Point to following word. Check by. Okay. Establish following word to check correlation. Say occurrence rate order to find. Multi. Say find multi words. Hi Notoria, how you doing? Ooh, nice. Hmm. Public domain for press. It's a bit of a mess. I'm just really tired right now. I need to. I'm probably going to end the stream a little bit early. Maybe. What is the? What? Common corpus. Uh, okay, there we go. Uh, that should be fine. As of January 1963. Okay, cool. 63 should be more or less common enough. Oh god, that is a lot of space. Okay. But yeah, I need to process all of this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I need to get. So, how large is this data set? Oh gods. Uh. How large is this? Because this is 410. That can't be right. Oh. Oh. No. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Oh no. This is gonna be huge. Thank you, I guess. Eh. Oh god, so I'm gonna have to do so much learning. I've got to learn so much information. Oh god, I thought I left this behind me, but anyways. Okay, so. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. How large is this data set? That looks like 1,000, like over 1,000. Okay, it's just shy of 1,000, roughly 400 meg files. So it's about 500 gigs of. Oh gods. How to use Hugging Face datasets. Okay, cheers, man. I'm actually gonna be dropping off in a little bit. Brain is starting to fail me, and I think I need to read up on this, and that'll just be boring to do on stream. Bye. Okay. 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 Uh. Okay. Yeah, I'm wrapping up for today. My brain is just utterly failing me. Okay.